When you're moving through your daily life and you're going through, let's say, from relationship to work or work to gym or gym to home or home to school or school to whatever, or from friend group to girlfriend to boyfriend or husband or wife or to coworkers or to whomever, and you're in these transitions in your day to day life, do you find that it's difficult for you to switch gears? What's up, Unbroken Nation? I hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world today. So, I want to talk to you about transitions. And I will be upfront with you as I always am. This is an idea that I learned from Brendan Burchard probably 5 years ago. Yeah, I feel like it was somewhere in that window. And we were talking about this idea of who it is that you need to be every time you walk through a threshold. And the threshold being in a literal sense like your door, and who it is that you want to be and how you want to show up and what kind of emotional response you want to have and what kind of energy that you want to bring. You see, I used to be very much of the persuasion that I brought, you hear the old adage like people who bring their work home with them. That was me all the time. Bring the problems, bring the drama, bring anything and not being able to let it go. And what I came to realize and understand is that when you're transitioning in your day to day life, the most important thing that you can do is ask yourself, who do I need to be right now in this moment? Because that thing that already happened has already happened. Right. And if, like, think about this, if you have this really terrible day at work and you get home and you're bringing that energy into your house, think about the mood not only you're in, but the impact of that around the people around you. Can you let it go? Because you see, it's the past. That thing that already happened, it's gone. You can't change it. It's not coming back. Can you let it go? And if not, thinking about this question, who do I need to be right now? I used to get pissed off. I hated working my Fortune 10 job. I hated it. And I would come home and I would let everybody know I hate my job. People at the grocery store, people at the gym, strangers on the street, like, I hate my job. I can't stand this. Blah, blah, blah. And you know what my problem was? I never changed. I never made a decision to change who I thought I was or who I needed to be in that moment. You know, we talk about this idea about energy and how you need to cultivate energy to be able to move through the world. And how so often what happens is that instead of cultivating energy that is positive, we get trapped in the negative, right? We get stuck in that. And so when we transition, like, think about how many times you've come home or you've gone on a date with someone or you're with friends and everybody's like, what's wrong with you? People, we can feel that energy, right? We're not asking you for no reason. Most of us, we're curious, but we can feel it. It radiates, right? When you hear people say, oh, you can cut the tension in the room with a knife, that's because you can, in a palatable way, feel the tension in the room. And so if you've had this miserable, terrible day and you're bringing that out to dinner with friends and they're like, what's wrong with you? And you go, oh, nothing. Well, A, you're lying, right? So think about your values. Is honesty a value for you? And B, like, why are you bringing that negative energy with you? You can't blame your job for you being in a bad mood right now. Because guess what? The thing that happened already happened. Even if you got fired, I'm going to say something crazy. I know I'm going to lose some people here, but even if you get fired, there's nothing you can do about it. And so you can look at that moment of being fired and heading into this transition. Maybe you're coming home to a partner or your kids or to dinner with friends, and you just got fired and you're pissed and your world's upside down and blah, 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 right? I've been there. I've been fired like 7 times, something like that. So trust me when I say I understand.
We'll be right back to today's show, but first I need to ask you a question. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling like you don't have the support to go to the next level in your healing journey? Are you feeling like you wish you had a little bit more support from not only myself, but the Unbroken Nation? Well, my friend, I want to invite you to come and join our live weekly coaching sessions in Think Unbroken. All you have to do is go to Keys, Keys, keys.thinkunbroken.com to sign up and join us today with 100% money back, no questions asked, guaranteed, and no contract or commitment. Every week for the next year, you can come and be a part of our live coaching sessions each Monday as we dive deep into not only answering your questions, but questions from the Unbroken Nation, and help you take all of the information that you learn in the podcast, in the courses, and other areas of this journey, bring them into your life and use it in a way that is practical, life-changing, and transformative. So my friend, join us at keys.thinkunbroken.com, and we will see you this Monday.
But what I recognized was, like, instead of thinking about this as a negative, woe is me, my life is terrible, I can't believe I got fired, fuck my boss, they never appreciated me, blah, all the things that we say. What if you thought about this? That's amazing, because that job was actually holding me back from going and creating the business that I wanted so that I could have more time with my family and my children and gain more wealth, because they were going to max out my potential anyway. There's a shift there. That is a different energy that you can bring to the table. That is a different way of thinking. But you have to get your energy up to do that. You have to move your body. You have to breathe. You have to get your shoulders back and your chin up and get unslumped. And just recognize that everything that happens, whether or not it's for a reason, I don't know. I still don't understand the truth of whether or not that's real. But I do know that everything that happens serves a purpose. Everything that happens serves a purpose. And so when you're transitioning and you're looking at your life and you're going from A to B to C to D to E, you can ask yourself, who do I need to be right now? Because when I'm hanging out with my friends and we're at a basketball game, that is not the same Michael who's hosting a podcast, who is not the same Michael as who's coaching a client, who's not the same Michael as who's running the other businesses, who's not the same Michael as when I'm in the gym. There's always these transitions happening every single moment of every day. And every single time that you walk into this new situation, you have to assess who it is that you need to be right now, right? And a lot of times we're willing to play the victim because it's easier. We'll blame everybody else for our bad days or our shitty job or that we don't get paid enough or that our car got towed or whatever it might be. But the truth is, if you can switch that and look for the positive, right? An old episode, gosh, it might be in the first 100, and now we're approaching 250, which is crazy. In one of the first 100 episodes of this podcast, I talked about the idea of what would happen if you tried to find solutions. What if you became solution oriented? Because you see, all the things that happen in the transitions, they lead you to this moment where you have to make a decision about what's next. So ask yourself, who do I need to be right now in this moment? Since I can't change the past, can I think about the fact that maybe this opened an opportunity for me to better understand myself, the world, the universe, my relationship, my career, my children, my family, my community? There's always opportunity in every single thing that happens to find the purpose in it. Like, I know it sounds weird, and I think in those hard moments we get caught up and we go, man, this fucking sucks. This is the worst. I hate my life. This is unfair. But if you can just pause for a moment and go, wait a second, what can I take from this? You'll learn so much. It'll bring so much benefit to your life because there's always an opportunity to learn. And in that moment of just that pause, when you're about to walk into the next thing, just ask yourself, who do I need to be right now? And how do I get my energy up? And how do I show up for those people, right? How do I not play the victim, even if the circumstances suck, but instead try to cultivate positivity in a way? And look, I'm a realist. I'm not walking around here as Captain Positive. Like, you guys know that. I'm a fucking realist. But I'll tell you, whenever I can move my body, my energy, my mind, my spirit into the positive state, I see a massive change happen almost instantaneously. So ask yourself, can I cultivate joy right now? Can I cultivate happiness? Can I cultivate power and pride and ambition and not be stuck or trapped because something bad happened? Because if the answer is yes, when you're transitioning between every different scenario that's going to happen in your day-to-day life, in that moment, you're going to show up as the person you need to be, not the person that you were 30 seconds ago. So, my friends, thank you so much for listening, Unbroken Nation. It means the world. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see you.
Hey, Unbroken Nation, we'll be right back to the show, but I wanted to let you know that you can grab a copy of my first book, Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma, for free. If you go to book.thinkunbroken.com, you can download the PDF ebook version of the book and get everything that I know about the baseline of healing trauma for free, downloaded to your email right now. Just go to book.thinkunbroken.com to download your copy of Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma for a PDF for your phone. Again, that is book.thinkunbroken.com. Thank you so much for listening to Think Unbroken. Please share this episode with someone who could use it and help us move forward in our mission of ending generational trauma in our lifetime. And if you would, please take 5 seconds to pop on iTunes or Spotify, hit that 5-star, leave a review, and you can also reach out to us on social at Michael Unbroken or at Think Unbroken. And of course, you can check out our YouTube channel at Think Unbroken. Thank you for being a part of Unbroken Nation, my friends, and until next time, be unbroken.